everyone, welcome to episode 2 of my Bali series. In episode 1, I have shared my 7 days trip itinerary. If you have not watched that video yet, you can watch it from the link that I have shared in the description box. In this video, I would share in detail how I spent 1 night and half a day in Kuta. Our flight from Kolkata International Airport was at around 1 am on 8th of December. We landed at Denpasar Airport at around 12:15 to 12:30 pm. There was a layover of 1 hour at Kuala Lumpur. So after collecting our baggages and completing formalities at the immigration counter, we booked a cab and reached our hotel. We stayed at the Parmata Kuta International Hotel and the stay was really nice and comfortable. We paid around Rs 1200 for a night, which was quite reasonable. We hadn't slept all night properly due to the travelling and hence we took some rest in the afternoon. In the evening, we went out to take a walk around, but then we found a horse-driven vehicle and hired it as we were tired of too much walking. Horse-driven vehicles seemed quite common on the streets of Kuta. We were spending only 1 night here and hence we did not hire a scooty. However, later we realized that it would have been better if we did hire a scooty on that day as well. We paid a lot more for the horse cart and the cab than we would have paid if we did hire a scooty. In Kuta, you would find all the big food joints like KFC and Domino's. However, these outlets were not present in Nusa Penida and Ubud. It was quite pleasant to walk around and experience a new country. Lots of restaurants had live music organized, and that added to the pleasantness of the evening. We went to the Beach Walk Mall. The mall was beautiful and had lots of international brands. For people looking forward to do some shopping, Kuta is one of the best places in Bali to do so. Balinese people are really creative and their handicrafts are really amazing. There were many shops selling paintings and dream catchers and hats and wooden souvenirs as well as electronic items. Next morning, we booked a cab and visited the Vihara Dharmayana Kuta. The Vihara was a very old Buddhist temple of Chinese origin established in the year 1876. The temple is so beautifully maintained that it is hard to believe that it is over 100 years old. The ambience inside is peaceful and soothing. The golden and red combination of the architecture creates a vivid look. When visiting Kuta, one must pay a visit to this beautiful temple as well. The structure with large round lanterns is known as Bhakti Shala, and there is also a Dharmashala which houses a statue of Buddha. After our visit to the Buddhist Vihara, we took a stroll on the roads. Early morning, fruits and vegetable markets had already started their sales. A lot of shops were still closed and the traffic on the roads was not yet heavy. On the way, I clicked photographs of the beautifully decorated doors and buildings. Bali looks like a bejeweled city with ornamented buildings and architectures and statues everywhere. I also found this colorful structure on the road which I think was for some upcoming festival. Some of the foods that we tried in Bali were: Number 1, nasi goreng, which is an Indonesian fried rice. It was delicious and everyone visiting Indonesia must try it. The second one is ayam betutu, which is a rice and chicken dish cooked with Balinese sauce. Kekang pajang kalash, which is long beans in Balinese. And sambal mata, it is a paste formed of chilies and Balinese seasonings. And the third one is mie goreng nusantara, which is a Balinese version of fried noodles served with prawn crackers. This was delicious. After this, we went to Sanur to catch a ferry to Nusa Penida. Watch episode 3 for my experiences in Nusa Penida. Thanks for watching. If you liked my video, please like, share and subscribe. Stay well and be happy. Bye-bye.